I'm Ellis Martin. Join me now for a conversation with Claudia Tornquist, President and CEO of Kodiak Copper Corporation, trading as KDK on the TSX Venture Exchange, KDKCF in the U.S., and 5DD1 in Frankfurt. Kodiak Copper's most advanced asset is the MPD Copper-Gold Porphyry Project in the prolific Quesnel Trough in southern British Columbia, Canada, where in 2020 the company made a high-grade discovery at the Gate Zone, which is part of a zone copper-gold enriched envelope of significant size. Kodiak also holds the Mojave Copper Molybdenum Silver Porphyry Project in Arizona, near the world-class Baghdad mine. Both of Kodiak's porphyry projects have been historically drilled and present known mineral discoveries with the potential to hold large-scale deposits. The company's chairman is Chris Taylor, the CEO of sister company prolific in the gold space, Great Bear Resources. Ms. Tornquist is formerly general manager at Rio Tinto, working with their copper and diamond operations. She also held the position of Executive Vice President of Business Development for the streaming company Sandstorm Gold. She's a director of Silver One Resources and former director of Kennedy Diamonds, leading the $176 million sale of the company to Mountain Province. Claudia, welcome back to the program. Great to have you on the air with us today.
Thanks for having me. It's fantastic to be here, Alice.
Let's take a look at 2022, the year in review. You had a great year. You drilled over 26,000 meters, 41 holes in the Gate, Prime, and Dillard target areas at MPD. That's quite active for a junior in the space.
It certainly is. It's the largest exploration program that we've executed so far at MPD, bigger even than last year's, which was 22,000 meters and already a large exploration program. And yeah, we're very happy with the progress we've made. We have extended our first discovery, the Gate Zone, to now some quite sizable dimensions. It's a kilometer in length, 350 meters across, and down to 900 meters is where we drilled mineralization. So very happy with that. We also discovered a smaller nearby porphyry trend, porphyry zone called the Prime Zone, where we'll also do more exploration. We'll have more results. Just recently, the latest development is the discovery of the Bayer Gold Silver Zone, which is also a very exciting new development, and certainly more to come from that next year.
Well, that's just a plus, whether you have it exist on its own as gold or silver, or call it a copper equivalent. And we don't know how big that trend is, do we?
The Bayer Zone is in a large corridor of gold anomalies. This corridor with gold on surface is 2.2 kilometers in length, and several other similar looking anomalies to where we found Bayer. So we'll obviously follow up on Bayer itself and just see how much mineralization we have, where it extends, how it's oriented, etc. And then we have a whole class of new targets, all these other gold anomalies that obviously now also really moved up the priority list, and we'll certainly have a closer look at those next year as well.
So I have to ask you, because you had quite an expansive drill program this year and last year, are you running out of money at all?
We're not. We're fortunate in that we raised money in the spring, just before the market took a turn for the worse. We raised another 9.6 million at the time. So now, even after having paid for almost all of this year's big drill program, we still have 8 million in the treasury and are well financed for a lot of work next year and are under no pressure to go back to the markets to finance anytime soon.
So what are you going to be doing next year overall? What's the goal?
Lots more drilling, in short, and also obviously geophysics, sampling, etc. But we will drill on several porphyry targets. We started already on new targets, namely the Dillard Zone this year, and we will drill more new targets at MPD outside of the Gate Zone, our first discovery, next year. So that's very exciting, because that's obviously the aim there is to make another Gate Zone type discovery. And we have a number of targets lined up there, Dillard West, we have Man, we have further down in the southern part of the property on the Axe claims, more targets there. So multiple porphyry targets. And now with the new Bayer Zone discovery, we will obviously also evaluate and explore further this gold trend and the gold targets. So lots of exciting drilling and exploration to come next year.
And I became a shareholder just at the end of last year, back in December of 2021, and the stock did very, very well. It's at a bit of a discount now. I don't see why some investors that have been involved with your company for a while wouldn't want to, let's say, average down or pick up some more shares. I'm certainly deciding if I'm going to do that right now. What are you hearing?
Well, we've certainly seen a bit of an uptick. So over the last couple of weeks, the last month or two, we bottomed out at 50 cents earlier in the autumn. And I think at that point, well, lots of insiders bought. I bought as well. And at that point also, a number of shareholders and investors just looked at us and thought, well financed, lots of results coming, and these share prices look very cheap. So I think the trend has turned, and we've seen a bit of positive momentum now, but still a good porphyry discovery is worth a lot more than the 50 million or so market cap we have at the moment. So I think there's a long way up, and I certainly consider our stock at these levels a big buying opportunity, and I certainly also hear from shareholders who consider there's a lot of value.
And both of us as investors in the company, and you, the CEO, we are biased, aren't we?
I have bought my first Kodiak share in 2015 in the first financing when Chris Taylor just started the company, and I haven't sold a single share since. Bought this year, I have to look back exactly, but more than 10 times, multiple times, because I think there's a lot of upside. I'm certainly looking forward to continuing our work in 2023. We have another big exploration program planned, have the potential to make one or several more discoveries in copper and now also in gold, and it'll be an exciting year. I am sure that will be coming up for our shareholders.
And I couldn't agree more. Claudia, fantastic. Great chatting with you here. I wish you all the best during the holidays, and we'll talk to you, I guess, in 2023.
Excellent. Happy holidays to you as well, and speak in 2023.
I've been speaking with Claudia Tornquist, President and CEO of Kodiak Copper Corporation, trading as KDK on the TSX Venture Exchange, KDKCF in the U.S., and 5DD1 in Frankfurt. Find the complete story on the company's website, KodiakCopperCorp.com. I'm Ellis Martin.